I am tired of pretending like the Astros are America's team because for whatever reason, Astros fans try to play it off like they are. Which, don't get me wrong, I actually really like the Astros' current squad, but you know what? The amount of love America has for the Astros compared to the Mariners? Yeah, it's not very comparable. The Mariners for 20 years were absolutely pathetic and couldn't win baseball games. In 2022, we finally saw the Mariners take their very first baby steps of the last 20 years. With a top rotation in baseball, a top player in Julio Rodriguez, and a future was finally set in Seattle. Pretty much everything that you could possibly want in a baseball city. And going into 2023, it was going to be a dogfight. No Mike Vick, but nonetheless a dogfight between the Astros, Mariners, and the Rangers, and it's safe to say that it has definitely lived up to all of the expectations that we could have ever possibly dreamed of. The Astros brought back Justin Verlander at the trade deadline and are currently in second place. The Rangers, on the other hand, had a great offseason and trade deadline. They signed starting pitcher Nathan Eovaldi from, of course, the Boston Red Sox, and he was an ace with the Red Sox, if we're going to be quite real. And then they also went ahead and signed Jacob deGrom, who many believe to be the best pitcher in the MLB when healthy. And clearly, it was just going to be the top rotation in baseball. It wasn't going to be close. But then injuries began to really plague them, and deGrom went down, out for the entire season just like that. But to make up for it, they brought in Super Mad Max Scherzer at the trade deadline. The Mariners, on the other hand, they didn't really do much. They brought in Teoscar Hernandez, who has really just been a roller coaster in 2023. He's had his highs this year, but he's also had his many lows. But overall, he's been a positive for the Mariners and has definitely not been a negative. In 2022, it was clear that the Mariners were America's team, but more than half of America was actually rooting for them, based on polls that is, so it goes ahead and even proves it more. But things in 2023 have been a little bit different. The Rangers are in first place, the Astros are in second place, and the Mariners are in third place and are the only team without a playoff spot. The Mariners have beat the Rangers 2 nights in a row and are currently 1 game back from the Astros. So there are a few different possibilities of what can happen for the Mariners to get into the postseason. First of all, if the Mariners win out, they're actually still not in the playoffs. But winning out does give them the highest probability to make it into the postseason. For instance, let's say that they do end up winning 2 more games against the Rangers in this series. Then, for the Mariners to win the AL West, they need the Astros to go 1-1. Or, if the Mariners won 2 in a row, they would need either the Blue Jays to lose 2 in a row, or they would need the Astros to lose 2 in a row. Safe to say, winning 2 in a row is the Mariners' best bet. If they end up only winning 1 of the next 2, they would likely be eliminated. They could get in, but they would need the Astros to lose 2 in a row to make up the wild card spot. Anyways, right now, how couldn't you be rooting for the Mariners? This team can pitch, they can hit, and they can kill dreams. Even if they don't make the playoffs this year, I'd expect heavy moves to be made by Seattle this offseason. Several different players I would imagine that they have their eye on. Shohei Ohtani. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and peace out.